Her sister was lucky enough to be a first client at home. She always loved it when serviced or attended to by her eldest sister, who does it with a lot of passion, care, commitment and patience, not only to her sister but to all of her clan, since that is the only solemn duty she passionately does, and which is to help support her siblings in their home. But why are we here? This is Voice with Sesmoh. In the year 2013, the month of September, she started complaining about something that wasn't so much clear to an extent of harm or worry. If the possible reasons will be digestive issues, infections or problems of the female reproductive system, she wouldn't know, but the pain can be mild or acute, severe, developing and going away over a few hours, or may come and go or remain constant. As it seems, her infection did not go away but remained constant. A disease that cropped in as a leg turning black, and that which struck her left leg. As we speak, Lilian Kerubo doesn't know what on earth ailed her since September 2013. We meet Kerubo in Lindi area, Kibra constituency, Nairobi County. A 26-year-old girl welcomes us to her home where she stays with her siblings after her parents relocated to the countryside. She is still holding the weight that befell her 12 years ago and has been forced to live with it forever. A challenging time for her, bearing the fact that she will no longer be seeing an extension of her left leg just as the right one, and will be using crutches, tools that will improve her balance and help her maneuver in different places. A sad reality that hits hard.
No, I think there was no any other way, because the doctors say if that spreading could reach to my waist, I couldn't live anymore. So the option was just to amputate.
What was the disease?
They didn't say.
Up to date, you don't know the disease?
Yeah. I don't know.
When hospital arrangements began, receiving a first scan at Christian Maria Hospital in Kisii County, discharged to a different hospital and later transferred to the Kenyatta National Hospital, it was as if her whole world was swiveling around, not knowing what was in display, with fear that the worst which she had only imagined was just but around the corner.
I was discharged from the hospital, but now that same day when I was discharged, I started feeling like my leg is not moving. I couldn't feel it anymore. So when the nurses and doctors came to see, it had already started to turn into black. I couldn't feel, yes, my left leg. I couldn't even feel it when you touch. So they took some tests. They transferred me to Kenyatta National Hospital. That's where they decided to amputate. They said they didn't know what was the cause. So the option was, it was not cancer. The option was just to cut the leg.
It was so painful that she couldn't bear any longer, and the only way which seemed the best and possible way to evade further health complications, and that which her doctors advised could lead to her demise, a situation that worked her entire body every time she could think about it. Kerubo had a different life now. And prepare was not only to seek an artificial leg, but to prepare herself psychologically, persevere and embrace her new appearance and her demeanor.
Hapo ndio nilianza kufikiria, sina mguu moja. Hadi venye nilikuwa naenda kujisaidia, aim yangu ilikuwa hii mguu kwanza ishike chini ndio nisimame. Sasa naambia mama yangu, hii mguu bado hajashika chini. Ananiambia simama bado itashika chini. Naambia hapana, siwezi simama. Sasa hiyo ndio akili inakuja, sina mguu moja. Hapo ndo nilianza kuwaza tena. Hiyo time uchungu sikuwa na nini. Sikuwa nawaza anything. After that ndo nilianza sasa. Hiyo 2013 September October. I think nilitoka osi October ikiisha KNH. So kutoka hapo kuja home nikakaa huku bado stoki nje. Stembei 2014 yote. niko indoors, siendi shule, ikabidi niliacha shule hiyo mwaka yote.
Kerubo is now a person with a physical disability which became a STEMI for at least 2 years by losing her closest friends and withdrawing from her secondary school learning program in her first and second year. In 2015, her mind was prime and set to make a choice and a decision.
Ndio saa naanza kuimagine, hey, itakuwaje? Watu marafiki zangu maybe nitawapoteza wengine. My friends wana cut off. Wengine wali remain, wenye wana understand. Lakini sasa ningefanya aje? Nili accept tu situation. Kasema life lazima iendelee. Bado nilikuwa kwa nyumba na najifikiria, think to about many things. So 2015 nikaambia mzae. So mimi nimeamua narudi shule. Nikarudi nikaanza form 1 afresh. Yeah. After there, mimi mambo ya watu sasa ikuanza kunishtua. Nilisema maisha yangu lazima iendelee. People will always talk na kuna Kenya watanisaidia.
Enacting the Persons with Disabilities Act, among others.
That time, even having people with disabilities, in government was really unheard of. But today, what are we celebrating? We are celebrating that we now have persons with disabilities in high echelons of leadership.
Late November last year, the National Council for Persons with Disabilities celebrated 20 years of disability inclusion in the country, a conference that was held ahead of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Delegates noted improvements in PWD's inclusion both in public and private sectors. Government spokesman Isaac Oira praised PWDs for the strides taken in fighting stigma, but according to Kerubo, who faced the wrath of stigmatization, discrimination and societal imbalances, feels the problem has not yet been eliminated.
Stigma. Kwanza kwa society, kwa community. Pia watu, kuna wenye yani watu tu madhara tu ndogo ndogo wanakuonyesha. Shule sikuona hiyo sana. Ndio nirudi kama nimevaa artificial leg. So watu hawako wanajua. After nimeanza mguu ilianza kuleta shida tena, nikabidi nimeitoa, nikaanza kutumia crutches. Ndio watu walianza kuuliza, kwani what happened nini? So ulikuwa sawa, tulikuwa last time na wewe ukiwa sawa.
The National Assembly has approved the Persons with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bill number 7 of 2023, a legislative achievement aimed to enhancing the rights and welfare of PWDs in the country. The bill, promoted by nominated Senator Crystal Asige and Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, seeks to give effect to Article 54 of the Constitution, which outlines the rights of persons with disabilities in the country, in addition, reducing the financial burden and aims to improve the quality of life for families with children with disabilities. Also, repeal the PWD's Act of 2003 to ensure alignment with the Constitution and a human rights-based approach to disability inclusion.
They know themselves, who are using our children on the streets to collect money on their behalf. They too, through this bill, will have to face punitive action, jail, time, or a fine of 2 million shillings as well.
We assure you that this bill is going to be supported fully by the National Assembly.
Yes, wamesema kuna hiyo 5% ya walemavu waandikwe kazi. But still, kwa makazi zingine haziwaka. Juu unaenda hivi, si wewe umetuma applications zako, CVs nini. So siku ya interview unaenda. Mtu anakuangalia, ni wewe. Na hivyo ndio hiyo awitwi. Yaani tu wanakujudge by the looks. Hii serikali ilitoa maneno ya yes certificate hii ya walemavu, but vitu zenye hata inasaidia ni vitu kidogo sana. Sasa sijui tena, mara wanasema ukirenew unafaa uende tena ulipe pesa assessment ndio tena upate hiyo certificate, na tena hiyo ni pesa. Shule za walemavu ziko very expensive.
Despite showing her resilience and putting a smile, Lilian Kerubo grapples with challenging times in her life that she states are the walks of life and that which keep her stronger and independent.
Kama sasa nikitaka kufua, lazima tuseme kama hakuna maji kwa nyumba, niite mtu aniendee maji nifue. Kama Kazi zingine nafanya, lakini kubeba maji, sema pia nijipelekea maji niende nioge, so inabidi nioge kwa nyumba. Ndio hakuna wa kunisaidia. Watu wote wameenda shule, brother yangu ameenda hustle. So inabidi nijitegemee. Nikianza kufikiria venye watu wanaongea, venye watu wanasema, hiyo haitanisaidia. Niliamua kufocus na life yangu. Kuna wazazi wanaambia watoto wao msicheze na huyu, hata kuambukiza sijui nini, huyu ako hivi. So unashindwa kwani ugonjwa inaambukiza watu.
There are ways to assist people living with disability in the country, such as the National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya that helps people with disabilities start or expand their businesses, and Tools of Trade, a program that provides startup toolkits to help people with disabilities become self-employed.
I particularly thank the National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya for being a leading light on that journey of empowering the disabled over the last 4 decades.
Ningeomba mwenye atawatch, mwenye ataguswa, anisaidie na nipate pesa ya kufungua shop kwa Baro. At least hapo itakuwa easier na it's open hapo hivyo kwa watu wote wenye wanapita wanaona. Hapo hivyo nitakuwa better. Yeah, kushinda hii ya kutembea. Niko na budget, yes, but niko na vitu almost vitu zote. Sasa kenye imebaki ni pesa ya room. Hiyo ndani ifanishiwe nini siti. Yeah.
Room iko.
Sijapata room. Nasema hiyo do ya room ikipatikana nipate room. Waifanishi ndani ikuwe at least mzuri. Juu vitu niko nazo. Maybe nitaongeza tu vitu kiasi. Yeah.
If Lilian Kerubo will find a volunteer to help her raise money for her business, she will be the happiest of all.
Mimi ukikuja hapa, mimi nakaa chini, unakaa kwa kiti, mimi nafanya mambo yangu. Ukiona kama nimefanya poa, you appreciate.
So thank you. Thank you so much for this story.
They want growth, they want to feel accommodated in the society, and they want inclusion in the equal distribution of resources offered. They want to feel welcomed and not discriminated.
Ni kuwa empower tu, empower wajue hata yeye anaweza toka hivi nje kitu impate na umie. Na pia kwa hii hali. So yeye tuseme kama ametoka nje amepata na ajali ameumia, haizi tembea, si pia atahitaji watu wamfike karibu. Na tena muanze kumempower pia yeye ajikubali, ndio life iendelee.
They want to be part of a family. They have a desire to be treated equally as any other person would be. They also can lead. They want their voices amplified and heard. Despite the necessary measures having been taken by the government, the county and even the society, the question still remains when and how will they get a bigger voice? Voice with Sesmoh.